What's up, guys? This is the first episode of a new series we're starting where we'll be showing you the main things to watch for across the market for the upcoming week. These videos will be a nice little supplement to our Watchlist bot and also our analysis channel where we do charts already in the Discord. I feel like we've had pretty good feedback so far with these videos, and I feel like it's easier to connect with everybody when you can actually hear my voice and have all the information in one place, or in this case, one video, versus having to skip across all the different channels in the Discord and stuff. So I hope you guys find this video useful. Without further ado, here are the top things to look out for this week. Alright, so here is the snapshot of the stocks with the most options activity from last week. There are a few points I want to make here. First is that certain names always show up here at the top of this snapshot, and so we don't pay much attention to them. These names include Apple, SPY, QQQ, Tesla, Amazon, and Nvidia. We do pay attention when there's a lot of out-of-the-money repeated orders on these names intraday, for like a day trade or something like that. But since we're trying to make sense of the overall picture of the week, we are definitely going to ignore these names that always have tons of options activity. We're looking for unusual names that don't usually appear on this list. For example, UPS here on the call side is something that we would take a look at. I haven't seen UPS get big orders like this in a while, so that's definitely something we would pay attention to, and we'll definitely be watching for news to come out on UPS this week, since it seems like insiders are betting on something happening. One exception to everything I just told you is obviously Tesla, here ahead of their 3-for-1 stock split, which will take place in after hours on Wednesday. It's clear that there was a ton more call interest than put interest here on Tesla last week, so that's definitely worth noting. Aside from that, the main takeaways from this snapshot that I'm seeing are a lot of increased bullish flows on Oxy, which had the Warren Buffett news last week, and also an increased number of bearish bets on the big banks, which is interesting ahead of this week's Fed and economic data releases. So as you can see, there are a lot of bearish bets on C and also DB and also JPM. So, as many of you probably already know, we are not exactly fans of playing earnings due to both the theta decay and obviously the IV crush that you can catch against you. However, there are a couple of things to note about this week's earnings calendar. I'd say the most important earnings this week is Nvidia, considering its weight in both the S&P 500 and in the NASDAQ. So that'll probably have really big implications for the market's direction going into the end of the week. Another thing to watch for is specifically Tuesday before open, we have JD.com, a Chinese tech giant, and also XPeng, a Chinese EV maker, both reporting earnings. So those could really move the Chinese market, and that'll be especially significant for names like Alibaba and also NIO. Finally, it'll be fun to watch Affirm earnings Thursday after the bell, as a lot of the fintech names that we watch like Square, Upstart, and SoFi will likely move in sympathy. So now we have the calendar for the week for the Federal Reserve. Obviously, as you can see, the biggest thing is Jerome Powell speaking on Friday about economic outlook. So he'll probably speak on rates at some point, and that could have really big implications for the market and also specifically the big banks. As we previously mentioned, there were some really big bearish bets on names like Deutsche Bank and JP Morgan Chase and also Citibank. So that'll be really key to watch this week. And the only other thing is, it's actually not on this list, but definitely watch for pre-market Thursday. The initial jobless report will come out. So now I want to briefly touch upon a couple of charts. Firstly, I want to talk about Oxy. Really strong candle on the daily chart, obviously after the news of Warren Buffett having interest in buying up to half of the company. That's really significant bullish news, and so we'll be watching that for a retest of highs at 74.04. Last but not least, I want to point out that Amazon is specifically in a really interesting spot here, right below the 200-day moving average. So far we're rejecting it, but if we could break that mid 144 range, we would have room to 150 at our trend line, which is drawn up in yellow. And obviously, if we continue to reject it, there is a very big gap to fill, and we could have room back into the low 120s. Alright guys, I really appreciate you watching our video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. We have a number of series coming out. Obviously, these weekly watch lists every Sunday night. As you've seen, we are doing some breakdowns, walking you through our trades, and we have a number of different ideas for other series on the way. If you're interested in options trading, definitely consider our premium Discord service. It's absolutely free to try for a week, and you'll gain access to all of our trades, analysis, bots, etc. Other than that, like I said, thanks for watching, and I hope you guys all have a green week of trading. Alright, thanks guys.